Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Gauntlet Season 2, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. I am your cost assassin 47. On the desk with me is Universe, and we are here to narrate the entire storyline for you guys between two of the games that are going to be happening today, by the way. But we're going to be starting off with the first one. Let's take a quick look at today's matchups, as we are going to be asking Universe on how exactly is he feeling today.
I am definitely feeling pretty great. I know that today's matches are looking like they're going to be pretty spicy, pretty interesting. First of all, we got a first one after quite a bit of while playing against OUTSET Esports, and that is the match that we're going to be focusing on right now. It is definitely, a big league contender against one of the underdogs. So, yeah, it is definitely going to be interesting, and I'm excited to see who's going to be giving us a show today.
Yeah, Force One Esports are going to be taking on the side of OUTSET Esports today. And then for the second half of the day, we're going to be seeing Team Valor take on against Team Cohesion. So let's start off with the side of Force One Esports and OUTSET Esports. As we're moving over towards the MVP standings now, we're going to take a quick look at what exactly is the story over there. Well, we don't have anyone from OUTSET or Force One on the MVP standings. But yeah, we do have SKVAL who's going to be playing in the second match for the day. So yeah. Paradox SKVAL, Ghost, and Bondef. Pretty interesting stats. We've seen them. We have seen Paradox go ahead and put up another MVP, by the way. So there are a total of 5 MVPs to his name. SKVAL has also have got 5 MVPs. Ghost has got 4, and Bondef has got 4 as well. Universe, quick rundown on what exactly do you think is the stats looking like?
This is, pretty much, I think, what we expected after what we saw SKWOW did the last time around when Cohesion won their first match. It was definitely, a show where SKWOW put on, a pretty great skill show. And today, because of that, he's on the second spot. He came from fourth, he's come to second. And it's just these 4 players, honestly, who are just constantly shuffling between each other. And that's all that's happening in the MVP standings. And I love to see it, honestly. When we've got the underdogs teams, you've got their players coming up and performing at the best level that they can. You love to see it because these are players who deserve to be here. These are players who should be in the limelight just as much as the superstars that we have. It's the skill, it's the talent, and that's exactly why they're in the top 4 of the MVP standings. And yeah, hopefully we get to see a lot more of them.
Definitely. Now let's take a quick look at the group standings, by the way, and see what exactly is the story over there. Because we know for a fact that there have been a little bit of a switcheroo happening on the group standings as well. So let's talk about the side of Force One Esports, as they have got themselves onto the 4th spot, right? They've got 2 victories, they've got 1 loss, and a total of 5 points. The side of OUTSET Esports is the 6th spot. They are still in the safe zone, so there's nothing to worry about, but they badly need this win against the side of Force One Esports. Because if not, then I feel as if it might just be in a little bit of a trouble. Force One Esports, on the other hand, if they win, they are gonna dethrone both Global Esports as well as Team Valor. So that is something that we are looking forward to seeing as well. And hopefully, the side of OUTSET Esports are going to put on a tough competition against the side of Force One Esports, and they are going to be able to climb up on the group standings as well. What are your thoughts, by the way, on that, Universe?
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. Force One, I mean, they're a team that you would naturally expect to win this tie. Outset, they were a little up and down. They had a few moments of brilliance, and I think that a few more moments of brilliance are required in today's matchup. It is going to be difficult for them. I would say more so than any other match because Force One is no small team. They placed third last time in the season 1 of the TEC Gauntlet, and now they're looking to keep another clean slate record and go all the way to the playoffs. This time, maybe to the finals and win it. Who knows? Whatever it is that Force One are going to be doing today, I really hope that OUTSET have done their homework in terms of reading them, because there's a couple of maps where we know how exactly Force One play. If it comes to Haven, we know these lurks that come around with whether it being the side of Rafa in that garage position, or you got Knight Rider running around, or wherever it is, how Force One play, we know how they do. And yeah, if OUTSET have done their homework, then it should be somewhat of a better fight than what I would say, a stomping. which I think most of the fans of F1 would expect. But being somebody on the team of OUTSET, you should have the confidence that it's just another opponent. It's nobody big, nobody small. You go into it, you give the best fight you can, win or lose. It's all about you're trying to get to learn what you can and apply it in the game.
Completely. Well, with that thought, we are going to be jumping in towards the team spotlight for the side of Force1 Esports now and take a quick look at their roster because we know for a fact that these guys are going to be absolutely ready to take on the side of OUTSET Esports. There's going to be Scargod, Knight Rider, RVK, Shivi, and Rafa. That's right, the star-studded five-man lineup coming out from the side of Force1 Esports. And all five of these players are individually gifted, both in terms of mechanical skills and also got some big brain plays up there. So you shouldn't take Force1 Esports lightly if you are to face against them as well. Yes, completely agree that at the start they had their own share of ups and downs, but now they're looking like a far better lineup and they look like they are here to dominate the game as well. What are your thoughts, Universe?
Yeah, first one, I mean, this is a team where we all know, all five players are somebody who have been recognized by pretty much every single person who watches our region's Valorant esports at the highest level. And we know that these guys are as good as it gets. They have been at the top level. They had this sudden surge of form in the playoffs last season. I remember their lower bracket run, which was just brilliant. They have many ups, but sometimes they have their downs as well. And today, I don't think it's going to be a down for them unless OUTSET just have a mind-blowingly outrageous performance.
Yep.
But I think that Force One, with the amount of skill that each player of their team brings up, and with the amount of I would say star power also, and the flair they add to it, and the way they play together as a team, should be overwhelming for OUTSET Esports.
Well, you are absolutely right. The star, that one player who always stands out, right? And we're going to be taking a quick look at him with the player spotlight coming out to you by AMD Ryzen Radeon from the side of Force1 Esports. And it's going to be Knight Rider, the guy who brings in that flair, as you said, Universe. 148 kills, 120 deaths, 23 assists, and an ACS of 249. The tool is for the side of Force1 Esports, the Jet main, the guy who pops heads without asking any questions first. And the best part about Knight Rider is his explosive plays. What do you think, Universe?
Yeah, I have to agree. Knight Rider is a player who has been quite a bit of a pivotal role for the side of Force One. He and Rafa, both of them, the duelist role, have gone around and done a lot of different kinds of role switching, the way they play around Reina, Raze, Jet, sometimes even the Phoenix, and I would love to see either one of them, preferably probably more just because we all love seeing him play different roles. Rafa and his, I love his animated reactions. I would love to see him play a Yoru sometime, just throw it into the mix and have a look at how exactly, I love seeing when Rafa does something goes wrong and, he doesn't understand it. Rafa's face just goes like, I think pretty much anybody's who's like, that confused face, like, what's happening in life, like, what am I doing in life kind of face. Rafa has
Come
that face
on.
when, yeah, Rafa has a face when something doesn't go right for him,
Yeah.
and it's not that it's it's relatable, and Rafa's funny like that, and honestly I love Rafa, and today he and Knight Rider, if they're gonna go for that same Jet and Race combo, if you throw Bind into the place, then there's gonna be a little bit of change. Knight Rider's probably gonna be taking up the Brimstone, a lot of different things that could come into play, but I think it all depends on what kind of maps you're gonna see. But I think Force One is still gonna come out on top, and Knight Rider might be on top of that.
Definitely. We are all looking forward to seeing that as well. But what we are more excited to see is what OUTSET Esports have got in store for us as well. So let's move in over towards their team spotlight and take a quick look at their roster. Their entire lineup is going to be consisting of players such as Alex T, that is Harsh. We're going to be seeing Infinity, Cyrex, Forkin, Anxiety. It's just an amazing star-studded lineup coming out from the side of OUTSET Esports, and these guys have a lot of experience as well. Some of their players have been playing FPS titles from more than a few years now. And interestingly, OUTSET Esports, they have in them the power, that sheer brilliance to go ahead and dominate in the server as well. They had a slow start to the Gauntlet, but now they have picked up their game, and I feel as if they are here to make a difference as well. What are your thoughts, Universe?
Yeah, I have to agree that this is a team that, to the qualifiers, I think that they had a brilliant run. I saw when we saw their stats, they were absolutely, it was like a firework kind of team, it's just blast, boom, all of that, just, right up in your face. And everything that Outside did in the qualifiers worked. But in the league, when they came to the TEC Gauntlet Season 2, the main group stage, they had a little bit of a setback, at least in the first few stages. They picked
Yep.
up a bit, and now they need to, step back, step a little bit more, or maybe, at the very least, pull out one map today and secure that 1 point, because Force One are a team which will make sure that you do not get anything more at all. You don't get anything more than 6, 7, maybe 8 rounds, if at all anything. It's probably going to be Outside win the entire thing and just blow F1 away, or it's just going to be a clean F1 win. There's nothing in between, I would say. But if anything, Outside should be aiming to bring out at least their home map into their hands, so that they can give themselves a fighting chance.
Well, in order to make that clean run that you just stated, Outside Esports need a player who's going to be making a difference, right? We're going to be taking a quick look at that player as well, using the player spotlight coming out from the side of Outside Esports, brought to you by AMD Ryzen Radeon. It's going to be none other than Mr. Infinity, who is going to be the controller for the side of Outside Esports. 148 kills, 120 deaths, 23 assists, and an ACS of 249. Interesting. Somehow very, very close to the stats coming out from Knight Rider, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. He's been a pretty good player for the side of Outset, and he has a lot that goes around him. His team tries to move around what exactly he plays. He's got different roles that he can fit into. He's got a lot of different things that he not just he can fit into, but he can let his teammates be comfortable around him the way that they play. So it is definitely going to be question mark whether or not he's going to be able to let his team settle into that role again, get comfortable, especially a team like against a team like Force One. We're gonna have to wait and see how exactly the performance is gonna come up, but I really hope that that one star power which we always talk about being the MVP of the team right now, it looks like it is him, and if he pulls out a performance that could potentially put them across the line for how much ever it is damaging for a Force One, I think he should be doing that.
Well, to be honest, from the side of team Outset Esports, I feel as if the side of Outset, right, they definitely do have quite a lot going on for them. And with this particular lineup and with Infinity showing up such big numbers, I feel as if the side of Outset Esports, they definitely are going to put on a much better performance against the side of Force One Esports. Well, with that, it's time for us to talk about the maps now. Enough about the stats, enough about players, enough about teams. Let's move it over towards the map veto and take a quick look at where exactly all of this action is going to take place as well. We're going to be starting off with the map of Ascent, which is picked by Outside Esports. Outside Esports' favorite map, where Force One Esports are going to be starting off on the attack. And then we're going to move in over towards the map of Haven, which is picked by Force One Esports. Again, Force One Esports' favorite map coming out from them, where Outside Esports is going to be starting off on the defense. And the decider is going to be Breeze Universe. Well, I feel as if the mic is all yours, and you can go ahead and give out your analysis as well on the map, Vito.
I think that this is a map pool that Force One will definitely would love to play, at least the first two maps for that matter. Ascent, excuse me. Ascent is something that I think they are very comfortable with just as much as Outset would be. Haven, I think, is a map for Force One to dominate, and that's exactly why they've picked it. I love watching. I talked about it earlier. Those lurks that they do in Haven is just as good as any other team, probably the best there is. And they've got Rafa, Knight Rider. We've got Shivi sometimes doing it. Whoever they want to send for it, they just have it, right? And not to forget, Scargod, C, Hold when they're playing on defense, playing their Astra, playing their Omen, and he's got those Vandal one taps, or what his fans will love to call the Scar Peak. They love playing on Haven, Force One, and that's exactly why they've gone for it. Outset, I thought they would have banned Haven for some reason, but it looks like they haven't. And Breeze being the decider is something that I think is a ball game all too different for us to tackle right now. We're just going to let that be aside, at least me. But talking about the first map, Ascent, I want to say that Outset, they have a chance, but it's a very dwindling chance. I would still say, as much as I want to give them credit, it's a 70-30 affair. 70 obviously leaning towards the side of Force One, just because it's a team experience and teamwork and cohesion, everything. They have all of it, and they have experience of playing Ascent probably more so than any other team there is, as much as any other team. And they're going to be pretty okay with the pick. And you can see that, being okay with the pick, they've gone for attack straight up. So that is an interesting choice.
Well, to be honest, the side of Ascent, right? I feel as if Force One Esports, they've played a lot of Ascent and their defense setup looks quite, I'm not going to lie, it looks quite impeccable. OUTSET Esports are going to have a tough time when they move it over towards the second half, by the way. If they're going to have a slow start, OUTSET Esports, in this match, then I feel as if Ascent is going to be taken away by the side of Force One Esports. Because Force One Esports, their defense is just indestructible. And I feel as if as we moving over towards the map of Haven, things are going to get even more spicy as Force One Esports are known to dominate in that map as well. So if OUTSET Esports is going to have a slow start, on the map of Ascent, if they don't go ahead and completely steamroll out, control the side of Force One Esports, then they might have a tough time in winning out this best of 3 against the side of Force One. But if Force One go ahead and pick up the map of Ascent, and then they move over towards the map of Haven as well, I feel as if this might just be a quick 2-0 as well. These are the predictions, by the way, and I want yours, Universe. What exactly do you think is going to be the prediction for this match?
I think I'm going to go with the same. Force 1, 2-0. It should be a clean sweep for them, and they should be taking this pretty easy. If they don't, then, I mean, I would love to see OUTSET take a page out of Valor's book with what they beat Global Esports. But I think that Force 1, they're going to be having an easier time than OUTSET today for sure.
Yeah, you can take anything away from all of these teams, right? Sometimes they just come out of the blue and then they go ahead and wreak havoc at the server. That's exactly what Team Valor did, as you did mention. They took down the side of Global Esports. Nobody saw that coming, not even Global, by the way. So if Force One Esports are now going to be ready for this one, maybe they're not going to see OUTSET Esports going ahead and outplaying the side of Force One as well. So Force One Esports, let's hope that they're going to be ready for this. And let's hope that the side of OUTSET Esports are going to be double ready to take on the side of Force One Esports as well. Well, with that, the match is going to be ready really, really soon, guys. But before that, I want to give out a huge shout out to our sponsors, LG Ultragear, WD Black, and AMD Ryzen Radeon as well. They've got some amazing deals on their products, which you can check out using the link down in the description below. So don't forget to go ahead and do that as well. As we are going to be checking out which agents are going to be playing this match, this map, that is the map of Ascent as well in Universe. I feel as if the side of OUTSET Esports are going to be going for their usual picks. We're going to be seeing on that Sentinel role with the Killjoy Infinity, who was in the player spotlight today, is going to be playing the Omen. Alex is going to be on the Jet, Anxiety on the Sage, Cyrex on the Sova. The side of Force One Esports is going to be seeing Knight Rider is going to be playing Yoru. Rafa is going to be on the Jet, Shivi on the Sova, RVK is going to be on the Killjoy, and Scargod is going to lock in the Astra as well. Rafa is still thinking about whether or not he should pick up the Reyna or should he pick up the Jet. All right, then Rafa and Nitride are going to be fighting for the Reyna.
This is like one of my ranked games, when somebody wants to play Reyna, everybody shows Reyna.
Yeah.
And then, Rafa's locked it in, so Nitride can't do anything.
Should go for Jet. Knight should go for Jet.
You know what? No, I would say go for your... Oh, god damn it. That's okay, though. Double duelist against a single duelist. We've got a Sage on the side of OUTSET, and that could be a little bit of a difference maker. Whether it's going to be damning or it's going to be blooming, we don't know. We're going to have to find out. But it is something that I've seen, and I think pretty much everybody have seen Godlike do. And they love to play that single duelist setup when we remember that, Deathmaker and Antidote used to have the combination between them. But right now, they're going for it OUTSET. Are they going to be as successful as the deadly duo of Deathmaker and Antidote is to be seen? But right now, it's a team game. So all 5 of them need to put up their forces against Force One, because Force One is a team that is just not going to be giving up.
And Force One Esports, they definitely are not going to give up. And we know for a fact that the side of Team OUTSET Esports are starting off on the defense. So they should have the advantage. If they can make that advantage and, if they can start off the match in a very good pace with a very good momentum, and you can just eke out 7-8 rounds on the defense, then it should pretty much be a half win for their side.
Definitely. And here comes the pistol round, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to be watching Force One take on OUTSET. Force One on the attack, and they chose it themselves on Ascent, and it looks like they want to hit the B side over here. And they've got all 5 players. All of them over here towards the B main side. Nobody lurking at A, as the wall has been put up. So they're just going to hold on for the A push over there, which is not going to be happening because the B side has been given a lot of sound. And there's a little bit of a recon that reveals the position of Knight Rider. Needs a couple of bullets, a few more, but he's going to be surviving, and he takes on Cyrex. And the B side, just like that, is opened up for business as the plan goes down. And Force 1 are in a 5v4, putting OS in a retake.
Oh, Alex is trying to go in for a couple of pot shots here, but little does he know that RVK is patiently waiting for him, and Knight Rider is going to go ahead and peek out as well, and Knight Rider deletes of Alex. That is just brutal. This is going to be that 1 versus 3 situation for Forkin. We have seen him on this situation before as well. He has clutched it out multiple times, but whether or not he's going to be able to do it this time around, that's going to be the $1 million question. And no is going to be the straight up answer coming out from Shivy as well. And Shivy does get dinged down, but Shivy's classic is just, I don't know, it has a little bit more power. Maybe it's the power of Prime Classic? You really don't know.
Yeah, Prime Classic indeed. I think we all love how the Prime Classic functions, and I'm pretty sure Shivy loved that as well. Forkin's Prime Classic though wasn't that powerful, but it's okay. Force 1, they have done a good job of getting a pretty convincing pistol round. Knight Rider, pretty much the orchestrator of that. He got 3 kills, and now they've got the advantage, and they're moving in ahead towards A this time with 4 Spectres and just 1 Marshall Force bot onto the other side of things. Forkin has a Shardy in the good position as well. Rafa clearing out every single corner he can, but he knows that if he pops into that smoke, he might just find a shotgun on the other side, and he's choosing against it. He wants the smoke to go away, but he's got Shivy to his support as well, who's waiting with the owl drone. It could be releasing it, and there it is. He releases the owl drone. It's going to be spotting him out. Flash goes in. The counter flash comes in from the other side of things. Recon to stop these people from entering, as the Force 1 are still a little wary about what's happening. They know that there's a shotgun around probably, and Rafa's looking in that direction. Forkin runs away, and now they're choosing to do otherwise. I think the shot might be contested, and it is going to be contested. RVK is going to get the first kill over here. Infinity goes down, and he wants more. RVK pops another head, but he's down to 6 HP himself. And this round should be going to Force 1 pretty easily. Maybe 1 casualty, and there it is. That's supposed to be RVK. And yeah, Infinity goes down early, and Alex, last man standing.
30 seconds
Marshall.
left.
3 players to face off against. Full armor, 3 Spectres. Picks up 1 for himself. Yes, he will. He's gonna be saving that. Easy.
I don't know. Maybe he can get a frag on towards the Astra. Scargor, if he goes in for a wide peak, then yeah, there you go. Scargor goes in for a peek, and that's the information of Alex T. Revealed away. Alex just find the frag on towards Scargor. This 1 versus 2 is possible if you can just play it out right. But now that Chivi has placed himself on top of the rafters, I feel as if it's gonna be a little bit impossible for Alex to get something done. Might as well go ahead and carry it forward onto the next round. But there comes Chivi again. I was gonna be expecting his position is gonna take him down as well. 2-0 as it's going to be the side of Force 1 Esports to easily take it away, just like you said. As is the custom as well. You win the pistol, you take the round following that, and eventually you're moving over towards the 3rd round with a bonus. And most probably, you give it away to the opponent team who have got the better weapons. But there have been times where we have seen the bonus working out for certain teams, and yes, we have seen that happen for the side of Force 1 as well. Let's see if Force 1 Esports is going to be able to make this bonus work, as Knight Rider is going to be the only one who's going to upgrade to the Phantom, because he was playing on nothing but the Ghost.
Yeah, they've got 3 rifles, which could be pretty much good enough to get this bonus round, which, I mean, sort of a bonus round, I would say. They have the weapons needed to fight this. And Alex, moving in towards mid, could get spotted out, and he will for sure. Peek out over here, Shivy, and he's gonna find his head, and Alex goes down. He could have dashed away, but I don't know why he chose not to do that. And now Force 1, they've got the advantage, and they don't need to do anything. They just need to wait for OS to make the next mistake, because now they've got probably 2 on each side, and that's exactly what we can see on the map as well. As the rest of Force 1, they're gathering on towards a shot. Anxiety and Infinity, both are waiting for them. Smoke goes down from the hands of Infinity, and now they're inside that smoke, waiting to pop out. Scargod, he's got utility at his usage, and he's gonna pop off few stars down probably. Good position. He smokes off Anxiety, but he gets taken down. Anxiety sprays through, but he's gonna get taken down himself because of that reload sound cue which comes in. Rafa takes advantage, gets 2 kills, and the spike is gonna go down as RVK is holding down the flank, and he might just find one. He will. A second? No, it's not. Cyrex takes him down, but he's stuck in a 1v3, which is pretty much impossible at this point.
And top of that, his position has been revealed as well, so I feel as if Knight Rider is going to try and come take him down. Knight Rider just around the corner. Whereas Cyrex is looking to explore a different avenue, a different way into the A side. Not going to take the usual Heaven's way, but ooh, never mind. I think I sort of called it out, and no, Knight Rider. The timing is just horrible. Unfortunate for the side of Knight Rider, but it's okay. Shivi is there to try and maybe get the revenge for his fallen comrade. And yes, Shivi is going to make it happen as well. A double for Shivi as the third round goes on the board for the side of Force 1 Esports. And yes, we did call it out, right? Bonus has worked out for the side of Force 1 Esports before. It is going to be working out for them once again. Can't really call it a complete bonus, but yeah, it's okay. It was still a bonus, all right?
It was
better
bonus.
than...
I mean,
yeah.
Not a complete bonus, but a bonus.
Exactly,
nevertheless.
Yeah. A bonus nevertheless. Like, people are gonna argue saying that, you know, they had 3 rifles, but hey, the opposite team had 5, so.
Oh my god. I don't know if that was your impression of, I don't know who was that impression of, but definitely whoever that got to, they're not gonna like it. But Force 1.
No, I mean, sure this is the usual audience.
I mean, those capital letter, small small letter one, right?
Sort of.
Yeah, you know, all of that, what we love to, yeah, we all love to see it. But right now, I think what Force 1 fans and Force 1 themselves would love to see is their score and the weapons and the economy. Everything that they've got is just working out for them fine. They've put OS on an eco again. Sheriffs that might just be bought this round. Nothing more for the side of OUTSET Esports. And now they have a little bit of work to do. They lose this round, they give up 4. And they need to fight back after that, because Force 1, we know how good they are with their momentum. And if they are just going to be able to, you know, right up straight ahead, go and get the momentum that they need for every single round that's, you know, going to be coming up, then it might just be, you know, a very one-sided landslide half. You know, it could be, I don't know, maybe a 9-3, the Cosset scoreline, or a 10-2. You never know. And I really hope that OUTSET Esports don't let that happen. I would want them to fight more, fight harder, get a little bit of a, you know, a thorn to prick out on the side of Force 1, and maybe just, you know, make them sweat a little, make them bleed a little, whatever they can do. But they need it as soon as possible. And that could start by this round, you know, if they manage to drop maybe 3 weapons. And we're going to see that happen soon enough, as the tech pause has rescinded. And we're going to see OUTSET now defend a very strong and fully kitted Force 1.
Knight Rider is going to be blind really soon, but no, that's not going to happen. Because it is the Lear coming out from the side of Rafa himself. But hey, Rafa, I feel as if he is aware of the fact that Infinity has repositioned himself. He just used that TP to get the hell out of that cubby. Maybe Infinity is just going to walk into his own smoke and again try and hold on to that exact same angle. But Rafa is aware. Come on, Infinity. Rafa himself has made so many of such plays, and he knows their tendencies. Maybe Shivi to try and drone out, gain information. Anxiety is holding the angle with the Sheriff. Anxiety is going to decide to fall back as soon as he heard the drone coming in. He'll be like, I'm not going to give any information whatsoever, but hey, what he's going to expect? Alex here! Oh, Alex, nice little peek. As he goes out and crouches down at the same time, and Rafa tries to aim it to the face. You know, that crouch peek definitely held out Alex. He's going to take down Rafa, but in a 3 versus 3 situation, I still feel as if Force 1 Esports have got quite a lot of map control in order to cut out the rotations as well. You see, left. 2 players over towards the main position, and we've got RVK who's over towards mid. And he's just about to find the frag on towards Forkin, by the way. Forkin is going to be going... Oh, no. Forkin... Is he going to expect RVK coming in from the defender side of spawn? Never mind. He's not even going to be alive till then. Talking about expecting things. Our Force were going to expect the final player to come in from the main position. Yes, they are. RVK! Stop it already.
Good awareness. I mean, the time was running out, so I think he knew exactly where he was going to come from.
Right
RVK,
there.
as always,
Yeah, I mean,
ever so
that's
reliable.
again. Yeah, that's again because of the map
UIB
control they
back.
have, right?
Going to
Like
the
RBK
to
moved
them
it over towards the middle
Astro
position,
Guardian
eventually
things
towards the defense side spawn. So the only way the Sage can come in from is the mains position. And that's pretty interesting coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports, and this is something that we talk about as well, right? Like the amount of map control these guys have, even though they sometimes are at a mad disadvantage,
pulling them
is just incredible.
Yeah, that is true. Anxiety is in a good position, and I think that Force 1 might just, expect him sitting over there. Rafa, on top of that wall. He might just find a kill. He just needs to pick up, but he smoked off again. That one-way smoke is still working out for Infinity, but he has no clue that Rafa's on top. He should be expecting it, and here comes out the drone. It looks like they want to clear it. Infinity's going to do that for Anxiety so that he can survive for a bit longer. This is a lot of tension. Anxiety actually finds Knight Rider, and here comes 3 players of Force 1, and they're going to take down both of them who are defending. And the immediate reaction is for Alex to come from mid for the help of his teammates who've already died off. And the smoke's being popped down by Scarguard. The recon being coming in, the gravity well pulling him, and bullets being fired in this direction. And Alex could not even fire a single bullet from that operator, and he's gonna go down, while the shock dart liner from the hands of Cyrex is not gonna do any damage to anybody, and the plant goes down. A 4v2, which I think is just gonna spell out round number 5 for Force 1.
Yeah, it pretty much looks like that both these players on the side of OUTSET, I just try and go in for some exits and gonna try and save both of these rifles as well, because there's nothing that they can do in a 2 versus 4 situation, right, Universe? Like, the best possible option is to save and carry forward these weapons onto the next round. But there's a big but here, and that is in the name of Shivi, who's gonna go ahead and try and maybe take both of them down, or at least one. But he himself is going to get taken down, and I feel as if with the position of both of these players revealed out, Force 1 are going to try and force the issue here. They may try and take away these weapons because they know that even if they lose a couple of players, it's fine. Force 1 have tons and tons of money.
They absolutely do. I mean, you look at the economy, they've got 6,500, 6,850, 5,300. The other two are a little comparatively low, but it doesn't matter because 3 players have more than enough credits to throw around, buy some extra weapons, maybe even upgrade pistols and drop to their teammates. Even drop an op for that matter to the hands of Knight Rider if needed. But right now, I don't think that they need it. They've got 5 rifles who are just doing fine, and they want to be causing a lot more damage just with these. It's a little bit of a semi-buy for the side of OUTSET Esports because they've got 2 rifles. And they also have the jet knives out and might just work. Alex!
Spike down.
Beautiful jump and shoot. Just finds the head of Shivi. And he's going to be able to take down 1 kill, get his team the advantage. With Scarguard, he's going to pull back. And now Alex has repositioned himself towards a shot. It's a good angle. The right click, not always as reliable as you would want. But Scarguard and him are going to be exchanging crosshairs. And Scarguard's going to get the better of him in terms of giving damage at least. Completely unharmed Scarguard. He could find the kill, but he chooses to go back. He knows that him being alive is very important for the team, but he's going for the kill, and he's gonna find it. The Vandal in his hands, always so dangerous, and he's looking in the right direction. He knows that there's gonna be more over here, and he's gonna take out a 3rd. Anxiety goes down. There's nothing that the weapons that were, comparatively secondary in nature gonna do against the rifles of Force 1, and neither is gonna Cyrex's Vandal do anything. And now, the last man standing is gonna go down to Scarguard. A 4K for him, and it is OUTSET who are, at this point, I feel, crumbling apart, Assassin.
Yeah, OUTSET Esports, well, definitely are crumbling down. Their defense setups are not working, and Force 1 Esports are just running away with this. And this is exactly what I said, right? If OUTSET Esports don't really start off on a good note in the first half, then Ascent is going to be Force 1 Esports, and Haven, well, you all know what exactly is going to happen at the map of Haven as well. Looking forward to seeing if the side of OUTSET Esports can maybe make a comeback here, because we really want to see this go into the 3rd map as well. Can't really see Force 1 Esports go ahead, sort of finish it off as quick as possible. No. We want to see more action. We want to keep on watching Valorant. You know, the action should never stop.
Terminated.
Rafa gets two, gets away with it. 3v3 still established over here. And the upper hand, although, is with Force 1 because they've got the side. The plant goes down as well. The retake comes in and they've got to revive OS. But I don't think that they can afford to revive anybody. Positions are not that great because the Sage is on the other side of things. And she has to go towards B main. ScarGod is in a good position, but the Hunter Spirit comes in. And they're trying to create a lot of tension over here. The revive comes in, but ScarGod's going to take down every single one of them. Last man standing, Alex. He's left alone, but there's nothing more he can do. He's seen all of his teammates die right in front of his eyes to ScarGod. And now he's looking for every single angle he can. Spots one, takes a shot, not going to connect. And I think pretty much done and dusted. Round number 7 for Force 1, and they're showing their dominance in huge amounts.
Well, Alex T is just going to be running for his life. He's going to try and save that operator, but will he be able to do that, though, is going to be the question. And yes, it's going to be the answer as well, as Alex is not going to get taken. That's going to be Rafa to be taken down instead. 7-0 universe. This is something that we did not see coming, by the way. And I was expecting 7 rounds for the side of OUTSET Esports.
I was thinking, when we were talking about this earlier itself, if F1 is going to be their usual self, then we're going to see, I said it earlier, that, we're going to see a landslide first half. It could be a 9-3, a 10-2, whatever it is. And it looks like we're heading towards that scoreline at this point, my friend. Alex, the only one with a proper weapon at this point, a Stinger being the other one. And Sheriff's definitely proper weapons, but, a pistol being a pistol is sometimes a little bit going to be a secondary weapon in terms of damage. Infinity escapes just by the nick of his teeth, and Knight Rider's moving in. He wants the kill, but there's a lot of vision cover for him. And okay, he just moves into a point where 2 players are going to be finding him completely unguarded, jumping up and down, and he gives away a weapon. The plant has gone down though, and Force 1 are still in control. But OS might have a chance if they get maybe 1 or 2 kills. And RVK is probably going to be the most important kill at that. They're not going to find him.
Yeah, definitely not going to find him. We get to find all of these kills. A double, a triple maybe. Oh, never mind. It's the wrong time. He's going to get the another swarm in his hands. Alex on the other hand. He's going to try and stick it, by the way, but no, he's just going to tap it. A 2 versus 3 situation. He knows for a fact that someone is coming in from the main position as well. Yeah, it's going to be all 3 of the players to be over towards the main position. Yep, Shivi, ScarGod, as well as RBK, all 3 of them are going to peek in together as a unit. They're going to completely bamboozle Alex and his squad. 8-0 now. Round number 9. As we move in over towards round number 9, we are going to be seeing the side of Team OUTSET Esports struggling to even put up a buy here. But at least somehow they do pull out a buy. Alex has to invest absolutely everything into an operator and a full shield. Strax is going to be settling for the half shield with a Phantom, because the rest of the 3 players are going to be having 2 Vandals and 1 Phantom respectively. So hey, they have managed to eke out a buy, but this is going to be their final buy. If they lose this round out, then it's game over for them. It's going to be the side of Team Force 1 Esports to put up 10 rounds if that happens.
Yeah, that might just be happening over here. They are trying to aggress OS. They're going ahead for these aggressive picks, and I like that. I like this approach. But what they've left as a result of that is the mid position market completely left open, completely left unguarded, and Rafa and ScarGod are going to be going ahead and punishing that. Knight Rider gets one, Rafa going to get for a spray, and he's going to get it down and dusted. Alex looking in the wrong direction, gets caught off guard, didn't know that he was going to push through Rafa, and he's put up round number 9 on the board, and still room for more Assassin, room for a lot more, because again an eco has been established. Again it is gonna be OS on the back foot, I think, which has been pretty much the story since round number 1, and now they're going for a desperate force buy. You can see it, they're going for it, and there's nothing more they can do because they need at least 1 round, and if they don't get 1 round, it's gonna be all the more difficult, because who wants to be on the receiving end of a 11-1 scoreline?
True that. Outside Esports again, they are going to be going in for that eco round that I did tell you, and well, they were not able to make things work out with a full buy. So with the Shadows and the Spectres, we really don't expect quite a lot. So as I did mention, First One Esports should have the 10th on the board, and they should be getting on to double digits in the first half itself. I feel as with the side of First One. Oh my
enemy remaining.
Lord, Knight Rider outright bullying Alex as he's looking to get the frag on towards Forkin as well. Quick one tap, and then the final kill on towards Forkin with a burst as well.
You know,
Making it 10-0, yes?
I think that this is, you know, this smoke criminal thing that these guys are doing every single time. This is not the first time we've seen, right? It happened on B main, I think, about 3 times, where they wait and they wait for this smoke to fade off, and they wait for the bullets to come through. And the minute they hear them running back, it's either Knight Rider or Rafa who push through it, and they get those kills because they're going to be completely unguarded. That happened in the very last round where Rafa ran through the smoke towards defender side spawn on B. And it's just that the factor of having just one player on the other side of that smoke is what throws it away. And yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to say at this point, man. It looks like, I mean, whatever OS are doing is just not working. Absolutely nothing is working out for them. They're trying to be aggressive. Force One are not letting them do that. They're trying to... Oh, wait! What? What? Infinity! He even missed that for a few seconds. I don't even know how the hell that happened. Rafa, though, covering up his teammate, got on the reload and is almost going to be taking anxiety, but he didn't. Silex is going to be getting caught off guard. Knight Rider finds the kill, barely, but he still does. And now the side, which is already on the double digits, has 3 men alive against the 2 of OUTSET. And that is again a worrisome matter. Pretty much in a situation that they found themselves in every single round. Every single one. And Scarguard is just going to deliver it to them again. Another 2k for him. And round number 11 for the side of Force One. And Scarguard, Rafa and Knight Rider, honestly, they're having a field day, Assassin.
Well, what can I even say, man?
Play some stars in
There's absolutely nothing left. Force One Esports could pretty much go ahead and put up that 12th on the board, make it 12-0 as we're moving over towards the second half of the game. I mean, the first half we were expecting at least a couple of rounds from the side of OUTSET, if not 5 or 6.
Yeah.
A couple of rounds is enough, but hey, looks like that Force One Esports. It's been some time since we saw them in the Gauntlet, by the way, if you do remember. But
they've not lost their touch.
Exactly, they've not lost their touch. They're still sharp, and they keep on sharpening their entire skill set as well. Enemy tag.
Woo. Oh boy, OS, they need to get this round at the very least if they want to make something happen out of nothing, man. 11-1 is a scoreline that is still, you know, as worse as it gets, but now that is the maximum they're gonna find. Anxiety somehow gets the better of Scarguard and takes him down, as they're gonna look to get an advantage in this round. Finally, the first time I believe that they've got an advantage, OS, which has not been rescinded from their hands as quickly as possible from Force One. Right now, though, there's ultimates being activated on both sides. There's a Hunter's Fury available for OUTSET, and they don't know that RVK is around the corner, and it doesn't matter even if he's expecting it, Falcon. RVK is still going to be able to take him down. Infinity is going to find one. Shivy and RVK chime back. Cyrex gets one with his ultimate, but it doesn't matter because RVK on the backstab is just far too damaging. And now in a 1v1, Knight Rider goes straight in for the kill. He does not want to waste any time. 12-0, Assassin. Have we seen this in the Gauntlet before? Have we seen a 13-0?
I mean, not in Season 2. We haven't yet.
First game. I mean, I'm pretty sure as good as Force One are feeling, that's how much I feel like down the gutter, you know, it's going to be in their stomachs churning for OUTSET, every single player. Nobody ever wants to suffer that 13-0 defeat. And I'm pretty sure that OUTSET of all people for sure don't want it. They're going to have to fight for this pistol now. And it's definitely going to be a very, very difficult one. But RVK, man, what a guy.
This match might just be a little bit of a traumatic experience for the side of OUTSET Esports. Well, they do have an anxiety in their team, but I just hope that they don't get one. Yeah, they don't get one, man.
You don't got to do them dirty like that. You don't blame the guy.
I'm not blaming. Well, it is going to be Rafa. It's going to be quite aggressive here. No one's going to begin from the top mids from the side of OUTSET, and Alex is going to try and find himself a frag. Maybe a frag on towards Rafa. might just set things straight. Yes, he does get the frag on towards Rafa as well, but Skargor's there for the immediate reply. And the entirety of Force 1 Esports is just out there in mid. They're like, it's easy. We are just gonna all together move it towards mid. We know where exactly the spike is. It's over towards the top mids. Infinity has sneaked in, by the way. Try and come in with a little bit of a
Spike's
flank.
here.
Spike is right in front of the eyes of Shivy. He is expecting players to come in from the attacker side at spawn because they know the Sage and the Killjoy were over towards the B side. And hey, Shivy, it's his game. He needs to stay alive as RVK is going to be guarding his back. RVK knows that someone might have tried to move it over towards the A side. And hey, Infinity, this round, it looks like that we might not be seeing that clean 13-0 win coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports as the man advantage is on the side of team OUTSET Esports. And
One enemy remaining.
Shivy is able to do it. RVK gets a double and Infinity takes out Shivy. RVK in a 1 versus 1. He's going to be able to do this though. Infinity's quit pretty low. RVK, all he has to do is just plays down and start it. If he does that, he can easily take down Infinity as well. But is there enough time? We've got 10 seconds of the
10
clock, and
seconds
RVK
left.
knows. RVK knows that all Infinity can do is moving over towards the A side because there's no time to come in B. That's going to be tricky to take down Infinity, and RVK saves the day. And he keeps the dream alive for the side of Force 1 Esports as well. 13-0, ladies and gentlemen. For the very first time in Season 2 of the Gauntlet, we're going to be seeing a 13-0 victory coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports.
Oh man, that Assassin. I mean, as much as I would like to praise this side of Force 1, I mean, this is something that I think this is not what we expected. I really thought, okay, maybe a 13-5 could have been, up and about what we could see on the scoreboard, here and there. A few rounds, maybe a buy round or a thrifty that I thought would have come in from the side of OS. At any point of time, I thought, maybe 1, 2, 3 rounds would have come in the first half that, 9-3 scoreline, or maybe even 10-2. But yeah, we're gonna have a look at the match highlights, or should I say Force 1 highlights? I don't know what to call it, man. But we're gonna have a look at it. Yeah, let's call it the Force 1 highlights because OUTSET Esports, I don't think that they're gonna be having a good time thinking about this matchup again, because every single time that whatever they tried, it was just completely shut down, be it on defense, be it on offense. I mean, on the offense, I don't even want to talk about it because it was just one round, and even that was a little hard fought for them. Even though they had the man advantage, they were made to work for it just because of the fact that 2 of their players were just so damn low in health. And Force 1, they knew that they had 2 players alive who were just as experienced as any other player. Shivy and RVK clutched it out at the very end. But every single round that RVK was left to lurk around on mid, or it was Knight Rider and Rafa running riot towards A main or B main, finding Alex, even though Alex did try to do as much as he can, he got a few kills, he did whatever he could, they curbed them to lesser than 10 kills, Assassin. And honestly, I mean, OUTSET Esports, as much we saw them performing in their previous match, they had an up boost, they looked like they were functioning better as a team. It all just went to like completely, an unknown place today because we couldn't see anything of what the OUTSET Esports, what we saw was in the last match.
And to take a quick look at the highlights as well, right, you would get to know how much map control the side of Force 1 Esports had. Look at the first half, you would see Force 1 Esports absolutely everywhere in the map. And look at these high IQ flanks coming out from the side of Skargor as well, right? Like, if you're OUTSET Esports, you should expect the side of Force 1 Esports to be pulling off stuff like this. I mean, come on, 6 rounds in, and if you still can't crack the code coming out from the side of Force 1, well, you definitely need to take a timeout and, sort of think things out. Because if you don't do that, then this is exactly what is going to happen to you, man. 13-0. Just take a look at the scoreboard. Skargor with 16 kills, RVK with 15, Knight Rider with 12, Rafa with 11, Shivy with 9. Every single player from the side of Team Force 1 Esports had somewhat of a close KD. And OUTSET Esports, well, Alex did try, but fortunately was not able to do much.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a little depressing. It's heartbreaking for the side of OUTSET. But when you've got a loss like this coming up, and you've got another match pretty much almost immediately after in a best of 3, it's definitely gonna hit you much harder than losing out, 13-5, 13. Even if they lost 13-3 or 13-2, I don't think it hits because you know it. Everybody knows it whenever you're playing Valorant or any other FPS game for that matter. Whether it's 13-0 or whatever score to 0, it's always going to hit you harder because, it's mentally going to be disintegrating you from the inside that, you know what, guys, we couldn't even put out a round. What's going to happen? But this is exactly where you show the integrity of your team. This is where you show your mental strength. And I really, really hope that OUTSET Esports are just going to, throw this away. Just forget about it completely. This is for something for you to look out at after the match and do everything later. Mistakes, yeah, for sure, have a look at them, but after the match. But right now, they got to focus upon what's coming up next because it is the map that Force 1 have picked, and it's their home map, and it's Haven. And we're going to be seeing that on the other side. Me and Assassin going to be taking a short little break, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to catch our Red Bulls, and I'm pretty sure OUTSET should too, and you should too. Go ahead and scan that code as we're going to be back in just a couple of minutes and see if OUTSET are really going to be giving us a fight, or are Force 1 running away with this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Gauntlet Season 2, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. I'm of course Assassin 47. On the desk with me is Universe, and we are ready to move in over towards the second map of this best of three matchup between F1 Esports and the side of OUTSET Esports as well. Map 1 was An absolute dominance, I would say, from the side of First One Esports, 13-0. And now we're going to be jumping in over towards the map of Haven now, Universe. What are your thoughts? What exactly is going to happen?
I am honestly not sure, but like I said, if this is gonna be another one of Force One shenanigans where they just run riot and they just absolutely destroy everything that they see in sight, which is OUTSET for today. I mean, Force One definitely is a team that everybody needs to consider as a very, very major threat, which looks like it. 13-0 against a team like OUTSET is definitely a statement, and a statement that is pretty big. And now they're going to go against OUTSET on Haven, which is practically where they live, breathe, and eat Valorant. So, yeah, OUTSET. If I were you, I'd honestly buckle up, get everything that I know about Haven and Force One intact. Try to play maybe, if at anything, if you know that they're hitting A, just go. 5 at A, do whatever you can. 5 versus 1, you want to do it, go ahead and do it, because you need everything that you can right now. And in the agent selection, we can see the usual from the side of Force One. Rafa with the Sky, RVK gonna go with his resident Cypher, and Shivi is gonna be locking in that Sova. Skargod with the Astra, just as we always see him pick, and Knight Rider with the Jet. But on the other side of things, pretty much the same thing, except for the one thing that's a change is that instead of a Sky, it's a Sage, and instead of a Killjoy, it's a Cypher. Sorry, instead of a Sky, it's a Sage, and instead of Cypher, it's a Killjoy. So there's a Sentinel difference, and there is going to be a little bit of a initiator, problem, I think, on the side of, not a problem, I would say, but like a deficiency on the side of OUTSET, just because they have one initiator, and they got 2 initiators here, a Sova and a Sky. Now, Assassin, I want to know what you think. How do you think that could make a difference? Because we know that, whenever there's a Sage in the lineup, we do have the revive, but last time there was a Sage that OUTSET picked up, and that was just in the previous map. A revive, no matter how many times they got it, it just was of no use. Is it going to be of any use this time?
Well, the thing is, having a Sage is really good on the map of Haven, because, you can just allow the Sage to go ahead and wall off the B entrances or even over towards garage. Most of the teams, they do tend to use that over towards the garage position. They leave out B for the retake. They have the Killjoy setups over towards B or even C. And, there's always that extra added ability of getting that resurrection in. Yeah, let's see. I mean, only time will tell. Despite having that, they were not able to gain any victory on the map of Ascent. Let's see if Haven is going to be any different. Well, Forkin has started things off in a different way. He has got himself a frag, but then there is an immediate trade as well.
Oh no!
Seeing Shivi going down, but the spike does get planted. Alex was going to be on the right note there. The timing was right, but is Rafa going to be ready with this push coming out from the side of OUTSET Esports? Hey, Alex is inside of the smoke. We're going to be seeing Rafa, seeing multiple players right in front of his crosshairs. Very, very confused as to who exactly he should shoot first. And look at this. This is the exact same reason why I said a Sage might just come useful. Create a wall, buy some time, get that half defuse in, and then clear out the rest of the gang from the side of Force for Esports to get that other half done as well. 1-0 as we are going to be seeing OUTSET Esports, who are going to sort of get that first round going into their favorite. I say sort of because of, the pistol is going to be going into the favor of the side of OUTSET Esports. And I say sort of because there's a little bit of a but and an if there.
Turret out.
And yeah, OUTSET Esports, they sort of clear out all of those ifs and buts and they go ahead and pull out the pistol.
Already better than Ascent, and they're going to be feeling, I mean, it's going to be okay. They're going to feel okay. They're not going to feel great because they need to put in a lot more effort than what they already have. And now look at this. Look at who's holding that Sheriff. And
RBK, he changed his Sheriff from a Reaver to the Sentinels of Light.
That's a very detailed noting over here. Is he going to find a head is the question though. He does pop a head through the wall. And that's why the spike is coming towards B. And it should be planted, but RVK is going to be giving away his life. Alex is going to find another one as Knight Rider goes down. The plant is going to go down nonetheless though. As that's all they wanted. And the last kill is going to go down to Focus hands as Shivi locking towards Garage is going to go down. And the plant is what they wanted, I believe. The side of Force 1, and that's what they're gonna get, and they're gonna be pretty happy with that. A quick eco round for the side of Force 1 with the plant coming down so that they could just get those a few extra credits that they need to buy in as much as they can. Utility, armor, weapons. The only thing is that we can see that Rafa's holding a Spectre. Apart from that, everybody else has a rifle in their hands. And now, it's the side of OUTSET Esports who have their first test coming in over here. Assassin, are they gonna be able to pass it?
Only time will tell, man. But I feel as if the side of OUTSET Esports, if they're not gonna be ready for this, though, things are gonna get quite messy. But with the way Cyrex has played himself along with Alex, I feel maybe might just see a little bit of a difference coming out from the side of OUTSET Esports. Maybe they are going to be able to make this bonus work. Cyrex is going to be falling down by the hands of Knight Rider, and we're going to be seeing Alex coming out with with an immediate reply as well. Alex is moving further and over towards the sword. Eventually, maybe find a frag onto a Chibi. Yes, he does. OUTSET Esports, I feel as if through all that pain and suffering on the map of Ascent, they have healed and now they have completely changed themselves. They have become brutal assassins and they are here to execute the side of Force 1 Esports universe.
They have. Are you saying they've become brutal you?
Okay.
A very brutal form of you?
Yeah. I mean, I am brutal if I get wrecked 13-0 on the map of Ascent.
Fair enough. Scar God. Oh, what? Anxiety! No, I think his anxiousness caught him off guard over there as Skargot drops a 180 on his head, and look at where AVK is sitting. This guy's up to his usual no good shenanigans, at least no good for the opponent side, because once he starts coming on that lurk, which is gonna be in just a few seconds, as OUTSET are running in towards his A side, it's gonna cause all of the damage that they would want to give them Force 1. And it's just beginning. Rafa throws in the flash, blinds Alex, not for too long though.
Moving in, Arik is moving in.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to wait this one out, man. There's nothing that Skargard and Rafa need to do, but they're gonna do it anyway.
One enemy
AVK runs in for it. He goes into smoke, but he gets caught off guard. Falcon expects to backstab because he knew that he hadn't seen AVK for a long time. And he expected the flank, but it doesn't really matter because Skargard and Rafa are just good enough on their own. As Force 1 put up their number 1 on the board, and they're gonna be pretty okay and happy with that. And I don't think that they want to give away any more rounds to OUTSET Esports this time, considering the fact that they kept a 13-0 score in the previous map. They probably want to shut this out just as quick as possible. Now, there should be a buy coming in from the side of OUTSET, but I don't think it's gonna be that great because you can see they've got a Vandal fully bought in from Anxiety. They've got a Bulldog, and the rest of them are on pistols. Okay, I do not understand this buy, Assassin.
This is what we call a very impulse buy. This impulse buy, it might just come bite the side of OUTSET Esports back in their butts. Knight Rider. Well, he has broken one part of that wall, so maybe just gonna be seeing him wait things out. Well, the rest of the team is going to be making a hell of a noise over towards the B side universe, and I feel as if the side of team OUTSET Esports, they're going to take note of this and they're going to be like, hey, why don't we push in from the A mains? We try and come in with a little bit of a backstab. Now, that wall is going to pretty much screw the ultimate coming out from the sky, but Knight Rider is going to screw them in person. He's going to go ahead and take 2 of these players down. Alex looking for more, but Knight Rider is not stopping at all. This guy has become unstoppable. A 2 versus 4 situation, and there is a player coming in with a flank. Skargard is aware of that. Take down Forkin with that Infinity with a Bulldog. Is that Bulldog gonna bite someone? It's gonna be that question, but I don't think so. It's gonna happen. As the Phantom, well, is gonna come and is gonna take down Infinity as well.
I mean, we all know that the thing goes krr, but are you saying the Phantom goes krr as well?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. That bird is just gonna be taken down. Not gonna be able to blind. Just that bullet unfortunately hits the bird, but it doesn't really matter. Just one bullet in his body. Rafa's gonna rather put it in his head, and there it is. They're gonna be surviving this pretty easily and pretty comfortably. And now they put the side of OUTSET Esports in a precarious position. Another buy. It looks like they're forcing into it again over here because the last time 2 people bought in and 3 didn't, and now they have a buy on the remaining 3, and the 2 who did bought in now have half armor. There's half. Yeah, one of them has a Spectre Infinity, and they've got half armors across the board, and probably the utility is not spread out that great either. So. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what exactly is gonna be coming out from the side of OUTSET this round. The operator, oh boy, both the sides have been revealed. The recon is gonna be attacking on either side. The Sovas have done the jobs, and now Knight Rider sneaked in a little corner, and he knows that he just needs to wait out for a mistake to come in from the side of OUTSET, but he's locking in. Okay, that owl drone might just spot him out over here. If it checks this, and it will, and it's not gonna matter though because nobody's gonna be firing at him. He goes back into it, and they're trying to sell this fake, and it's sold perfectly over Assassin. The attention onto Knight Rider has been perfectly dealt with by the side of OUTSET,
Spike
as
down.
they have let go of the B side, and now the C as well, as OUTSET have completely been bamboozled, confused, and whatever that rhymes synonymous with the point that, you know, they don't know what's happening.
Spike planted.
RVK, he definitely knows the position of Anxiety. Anxiety, good night. As RVK, now his position itself has been given away. They know for a fact that the entirety of Force 1 are in and around this area. We've got someone
Last
going
player
towards the
standing.
garage. And wow! Did you see that bait and switch?
Yep, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
That
I love
was beautiful. Force 1 Esports, come on, guys.
I love it. I honestly love it. Force 1, they know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're dealing with. They knew that even if that bait and switch comes in, they knew that there's going to be a farther angle where RVK is going to have an advantage of peeking. And even though there was 2 players over there, only one could get that fight coming in, and he missed that bullet. And obviously he's going to get punished for it. Alex couldn't do anything but die, whereas his teammate just couldn't trade him out. And now, the side of Force 1, they've got the 3rd on the board. It looks like they want more. And Eco coming into the hands of OUTSET. They've got Sheriffs across the board, Assassin. We know that Sheriffs do the work, and we know that these are weapons that absolutely destroy every single person altogether if hit on the head. But it looks like it's not going to be able to do much right now because Rafa and Knight Rider, again, this deadly duo, have set into motion what looks like a precedent of a round, which is already in the hands of Force 1. Because Falcon, Alex, and Cyrex, I mean, they're facing off against a team who's got completely kitted out weapons, complete shields, and pretty much anything and everything that they need to win out every single round. Yeah, Knight Rider gonna take down the penultimate and the ultimate kill. Cyrex and Alex go down. Knight Rider gets a 3k for himself. And it is Force 1 who are still very much in the driver's seat, dominating and pressing down on the gas pedal so hard, driving at 360 miles per hour, if at all they can go that fast.
The best part is that the side of Force 1 Esports, right? They even managed to get that extra 300 correds going into round 7 by planting the spike. So yeah, overall, economy-wise, the side of Force 1 Esports is going to be very healthy. Even though they suffer a loss in one round, they will still have the money to go in for a full buy.
Revealing it.
That is the power of economy and economy management from the side of Force 1 Esports. Yeah, Anxiety is going to go ahead and block off the entrance for the A site from A short. So the entire Force will have to walk in from the long position as well. Knight Rider is going to get spotted out. He's also going to spot out the Sova. It's time for Anxiety to drop in a slow orb. Maybe stop the recons coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports. But one of the recons has already given out the position of Anxiety. So going to be seeing Scar God try and destroy the wall over towards the short position.
We're gonna wait this one out. Look at Force 1, man. How good are they in trying to sell out this? You know what? We're not coming towards A. We're faking. And now they're running towards A again. I tried the first point of contact. Can he easily probably get the kill of Cyrex? Yes, he will. Although he gets spotted out, it doesn't really matter. There is full and total control of Force 1 on the A side. Plant going down as well. Falcon to just have a look at if RVK comes on the backstab. He knows what that man's up to, but this time he's not up to his usual shenanigans. They're waiting for the lockdown, but I'm not quite sure what they are expecting. But they should be expecting this. The Hunter still coming in, and Knight Rider causing damage. He's got a 3k already. The lockdown's been destroyed. OUTSET, this is exactly what they wanted you to do. And you fell right in their traps. And it doesn't even matter that they use the Hunter's Fury just to take down the lockdown, because RVK is going on the hunt and he's gonna find Alex running about, trying to save his operator. And yes, RVK, you are Prometheus.
5-2 now. Fifth round of the board for Force 1 Esports.
This is a nice
Pretty much making it look easy. Instead of OUTSET Esports. Exactly how they're going to do in terms of the buy. Well, the answer to that question, Assassin, is that we are not going to buy. We are just going to maybe invest in towards a Sheriff or two. Infinity is going to go for a half shield as well with that Sheriff. Alex is going to be going in for a Sheriff and a half shield as well. And Forkin is going to buy into a Marshall. So yeah, no buy for you from the side of OUTSET Esports, whereas the side of Force 1 Esports, they are going to be rocking absolutely everything they can.
Deploying drone.
Most certainly. Scargod been spotted out, and yeah, he might think he should have an idea. There's somebody on the side, and that Cyrex is trying to bait out his position for his teammate to get that kill. But he chooses to not go in there. Rafa, he wants Rafa to throw in his ever so friendly hound, and he does spot out Anxiety, and now Anxiety is caught in a position where he cannot run, he cannot hide. It's just a matter of time before he faces off the players of Force 1 coming in his way. But Infinity, oh, he's in a good position. He might just find RVK over here. RVK, he looks in the wrong direction and he finds a bullet on the back of his head. Force 1 in a position to give out the Thrifty into the hands of OUTSET. The Seekers come out and Rafa says no, it's not going to happen anymore. Force 1 rushing their way into A. They're going to find another kill. Shivi takes care of Cyrex, and another player on the side is going to be Alex, who's not going to go down. Foken comes to out help him. And now Scargod, he needs to get this kill onto Infinity and make things easier for his team, and he will. And now the C side completely open where Rafa's heading, and Force 1 have now things back in control, which for a moment looked like it just could have gone all haywire.
Completely. Rafa's going to go ahead and plant the spike, and we're going to be seeing all the players from the side of OUTSET Esports try and maybe attempt this retake. Scargod going to spot out Alex, is going to give out the information as well, and now Rafa knows that one player is over towards the long position. Now where exactly is the other player? Scar is going to try and, backstab him out.
Obscuring
There's Rafa.
vision.
He'll be holding on to the side. There you go. That's going to be Alex going down. Good night. And Forkin left hand 1 versus 2. Forkin has got himself the alarm bot, the turret, and a phantom to work with. If he gets one frag, that should pretty much be a good round for the side of OUTSET Esports, right? That should be pretty much a good eco, because not only did they get themselves like 3 kills, if they could just get one more, that could be 4. That could be a win. Sort of a win, of course, for the side of OUTSET, but fortunately, nah. Still 3 kills, not bad. We're not going to take anything away from you guys, OUTSET. You guys tried, but Force 1 Esports, they're just better.
A lot better, clearly, as you can see. 6-2. There's a lot of ground for OUTSET Esports to cover. I'm not just talking about this map. It's the overarching storyline. Force 1 looking too damn good at this point. They're just unstoppable. Knight Rider, again, going towards the A-shot position. Gonna try and contest Anxiety, who has been giving him a fight. And Knight Rider has been coming out on top for quite a bit of time. And this time, he wants to do it again. Another slow up coming out for him, and Knight Rider caught in this corner. It's gonna be okay with it though, because Shiv is sending out his drone while Rafa's hound was taken down. And now Knight Rider, good positioning, good kill. Second coming in for him, dashes in, gives a fake dash actually. But it doesn't matter that he's caught in that gravity while Cyrex is going to be able to take down one. Shivi takes him down with a shock dart, and the plan goes down in the 3v3, which Force 1 have complete and utter control of. There's a Cosmic Divide available on both sides of it, Assassin. Are they going to use it in this round is the question though.
Sure, Alex
You are
is just
divided.
eyeing that angle for now. Infinity is going to go ahead and put out the ultimate.
Out of charges.
Going to be seeing a gravity well placed as well. So Infinity coming in from the short position. Rafa. He's holding on over towards long. Alex is going to pull out the blades.
Here.
We are going to be seeing Forkin dropping down a turret as well in order to get information. Hey, there's a player right around the corner, and Rafa and Shivi, they both are just going to clean sweep the entirety of OUTSET Esports, and they're going to just send them back to where they came from, and that's the defense side of spawn.
Oh boy.
Man, I've got no idea what's happening right now. I'm so confused to see OUTSET Esports clueless right like this. Like, it's just unfortunate. Unfortunate for them to be facing off against titans like Force One Esports. Force One Esports are playing too goddamn good. And OUTSET Esports, well, they don't bring in a little bit of a versatility, then F in the chat for them.
Yeah. Now the seaside being hit, Knight Rider dashes in, he finds Infinity. Oh my god, it's almost like he's just running and gunning at this point. You know, just going on. Okay, Shivy, he just spams through that Radiant Knight box and he gets a kill. Alex is gonna find Knight Rider, so he eliminates one threat, but he's got 4 more. And although they have a revive, they can't go for it because both the players have died on side, and Anxiety is looking for the backstab which might come in from RVK. And honestly, I love how RVK has thrown them into a fix, man. Even though he's not at the backstab, he just causes them so much damage mentally, I feel. Just because they have to expect him every single time. And he does all of that thing so well that when he does it, they don't know. And when he doesn't, they're just all constantly looking at their backs and they're gonna feel, you know what, RVK is lurking around. And that gives the rest of Force One to get time to get into positions where they can cause a lot more damage, just like Chibi did. Gets one, RVK is gonna find another. Anxiety, as many kills as you get, my friend, and as many weapons as you can save. This half is just far too gone beyond your reach as the 8th round comes in for Force One, and they are gonna be having no problem whatsoever with you having to save a weapon or even get all the kills in that round, because the spike went gloom, and what's gonna be in your face is just a little bit of gloom.
Well, alright, Universe.
Hey, I try, okay?
Yeah, you definitely do, man. And I appreciate your tries, you know, just like how we are appreciating the tries coming out from the side of OUTSET Esports. But just can't take it away. Force One are too good, and OUTSET Esports, they need to get better. And so do you, Universe. I'm kidding, man. This guy is too sweet and he's too good.
I mean, you could. I mean, I would say I'm a. I wouldn't say I'm a knight in shining armor. I would say I'm a knight in dark armor. You know, I have my cows and prawns. So what? Did I just say cows and prawns? Okay. Yeah, that dark armor has just been tainted, but the armor which is on the side of OUTSET Esports has been tainted further. They've already lost control of Seaside. They've lost 2 players. There's nobody they can revive. Maybe if Anxiety goes towards the mid position, but it's just far too late and he decides against it. As the RVK now on the lurk with the Sheriff in his hand, teasing his opponents. He's got a oh wait, Falcon. Gonna take him down, picks up the Vandal. He has a Vandal, but RVK goes to go for the Sheriff. And Rafa and Shivi, they want to play with the weapons that they have on hand. Falcon gets one, but that's all he's gonna find because Knight Rider is gonna be taking down the last player standing. And now Force One, 9-2, which possibly could be 10-2 given the state of things, Assassin. Or are we gonna see the cursed scoreline?
If it's going to be 93, then I would have to reveal to the audience that Universe called it out. So before the analyst desk, before the caster's desk, while we were in the ads, me and Universe had a little bit of a chit chat regarding map 2 Haven, and he did point it out that we might just see a 93 half in favor of Force One Esports as we head on over towards the map of Haven. And yeah, it pretty much looks like that we are heading over there. And can't really take it away, man. Universe is just a goddamn good analyst.
Exactly what I said. Knight in dark armor. Knight in dark. Yeah. I wouldn't even say knight. Maybe I would rather be the horse, just because I love horses. They're majestic creatures. But I think that 9-3 prediction might be coming up short just by 1 round, because Knight Rider so badly wants to prove me wrong, and he wants to get that 10-2 scoreline for his team. Jumping around, finding kills. It's almost like he's just, you know, dancing around a prairie field at this point, having a few flies that he's just swatting around, and that's exactly what OUTSET Esports are becoming at this point. I mean, 10-2, very likely, looking like it. And at this point, I really feel like Anxiety should be using his revive, but I don't think Rafa's gonna let that happen. And he doesn't even let Shivi get those kills because he wants all of that to himself. And Okay.
Switching sides.
Assassin, I think I'm at a loss of words. I think you should be taking over because at this point, the dominance of Force 1 has just shut me up.
I'm
It has
out
shut
of
everyone
stuff.
up. I am not even gonna lie. It has shut everyone up. Force 1 Esports, too good luck. Where's the side of OUTSET Esports? Well, they definitely are not set for this match. They need to keep on. They need to keep on working on their setups. This is not at all something that you know Force 1 Esports can't go ahead and you know. I'm just
Yeah, I
so
know you're at a
confused.
loss of
Like,
words as well. Yeah.
like outside esports, what can they do? What is going to be that move that might help them out? Maybe try and take a lot more map control. Maybe try and you know, catch all of these players from the side of Force 1 Esports, trying to aggress in towards multiple
Spike
positions
down
in the
mid.
map.
Yeah, but
Alex.
that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
The map control is being so heavily
Out of the
guarded by
targets.
Force 1. They take it when they want. Look at this anxiety. You gotta check those corners, my friend. You always check the corner. You put a wall on the right, you need to check that left, but he goes straight in, looking straight at the big metal box in the center of the B site. And even though they've got control and they might get a plant, it's not gonna be for too long. Knight Rider, he takes down the recon and is given away his position, but he wants to do that. He wants to go in for the fight. Cyrex gets spotted out. He's down very low in HP, and they're going for this fight towards B link, C link rather. They're gonna win it. Actually,
One enemy
Falcon finds
remaining.
one, but that burst, even at that range,
Last
because
player
of his low
standing.
health, is gonna be able to take down
Placing swarm grenade out.
Cyrex. Right now, this aggressive play, Falcon.
I had to focus for a second.
He clutches it out for his team, and they live for another run. And the pistol going in their hands could prove to be a little bit of a glimmer of hope that they could just work upon over here, Assassin. I mean, I really thought that Force 1 had that in complete and utter control, but Falcon proves me wrong, and I love it.
Both the pistols taken away by the side of Team Outside Esports, by the way. So I feel as if the side of Force 1 Esports need to be a little bit more careful. Now that they have taken away the pistol as well, they're gonna have 2 more rounds going on into their favor, or at least 1 more, as is the custom. So yes, Force 1 Esports gonna be ready for what Alex T and gang have to come up with. We're gonna be seeing RVK getting taken down really soon. We'll get sprayed down by Alex T. Nope, it's gonna be Cyrex instead. Shibby. Taking a lot of shots, by the way, and yeah. Shibby is gonna be praying to all the gods right now. I'm gonna be like, just let me live. Don't kill me.
player
Nitride, on the other
standing.
hand, knows where exactly Forkin is. Let's hold down a Shivy in a 1 versus 5. It's gonna be a flawless round though from the side of Outside Esports, because if it is, then
Flawless.
yes, it is gonna be their economy to be blooming. But still, they're still just gonna, you know, hold on to all of these specters that they have. Gonna use it as a bonus for round 15. And yep, it's gonna be a full buy coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports, which might again be a problem for the side of Outset, because you see, the side of Force 1 Esports is gonna be seeing 3 rifles, actually 4, and Rafa on the Spectre. So clearly is an advantage when it comes down to the weapons for the side of Force 1 Esports, and we all know what they can do with these weapons as well.
They need to be aggressive now, Outset. They need to be up in your face kind of aggressive, because they've got 5 weapons that are meant purely for close range fights and long range. If by any sense of the miraculousness that, you know, Riot Games has given us this weapon, that, you know, if at all you are even 30-40 meters away, the Spectre somehow kills you. If that miracle works for you, sure, Outset, I would be saying go all for it. But in 90%, or rather 95, or maybe even 99% of the times, you will need a close-up fight, and I think they should be taking that. But they're taking this a little slow. I don't have a problem with that, but they need to be a little burstful in nature at the very end, because if they're not, if they give out these kills one by one, that is definitely going to be a problem. Knight Rider and Rafa have a very good setup towards the A-shot position, And it's going to be the first point of contact over here. Knight Rider, and here goes the flash. Knight Rider, he's going to be letting Rafa get all the kills over here. He gets two, comes up close. Knight Rider is in such good positioning. This setup on A shot is just absolutely fabulous from the side of Force One. Knight Rider, he takes his time, positions his crosshair, gets the head as RVK finds the last one. And my word, what a play. Knight Rider and Rafa, I love that combo, man. These two guys are just perfectly complementing each other in every single way and form. And I love seeing this.
The side of Team Force One Esports, they put up that 11th on the board as well, Universe, and we did speak about this, right? They do have the advantage when it comes down to the weapons, and they are going to showcase to us what exactly they're going to do with these weapons. Now, moving on towards round number 16, we are going to be seeing that advantage taken away, because OUTSET Esports, well, they're going to neutralize it by buying their own set of rifles. Now, let's see if these rifles can maybe come up with a tough reply. Alex has got no idea that Knight Rider is right on the corner. Knight Rider might just have got that frag, and he... No, never mind.
Oh.
It's going to be Infinity and Alex to find themselves a kill each, and Rafa, he has sneaked in towards this corner. Is Alex aware about this? He's still going to check the corner. He's going to get himself back on towards Rafa.
Oh, okay.
If he comes in, gets himself 2, so that's good. A 2 versus 3 if RBK can find the frag onto a Furkan, which he will. It's going to be a 2 versus 2, and the man advantage is going to be neutralized as well. Down to 55 seconds, and we are going to be seeing the side of OUTSET Esports planting the spike over towards the seaside, and RBK spray. Going to do quite a lot of damage on towards the Anxiety, but Anxiety, mind you, is a Sage. He's going to go ahead and heal himself as well. Shivi, has he got his recon ready? Yep, he has. Going to be seeing the recon coming in as well, and the information is going to be passed on to both of these players. It's going to be Shivi with the shock dart to take down Infinity, and he knows where exactly Anxiety is well. But Anxiety can't face off 2 of these players together. It's going to be RVK to go and take him down. 12 on the board for the side of Force One. Despite all the heroics coming in from Alex over towards the A mains, OUTSET Esports are not going to be able to put up their 5th, and it's going to be the match point for the side of Force One Esports. Universe.
Yeah.
Match point.
I mean, match point. A desperate buy from the opponent side. OUTSET, they've got a buy, but it's just scarcely around armor thrown. And it is around a little bit of utility that might just go here and there a little bit, you know. You could have utility that works in your favor for a bit. But how much are you going to be using it? Because as much as you want to try to work around this buy, you're still in the deep end. And you still need to work around a lot. And that shock dart is going to cause damage to Cyrex. But it's not going to allow Shivi to come back into position at the right time and find the kill, because Alex is just too quick on the trigger. Find this kill. OUTSET, they have the advantage. They're running up towards A long, and the Seekers from Rafa are going to be confirming that the A hit looks very likely. RVK crawling in, and so is Rafa. They're going to be making good use of this map control, and look at the map control again over here. Cyrex, he finds Skargod towards A shot though, and that's going to give them another man advantage. As Infinity, he puts up the smokes for his team, gets a kill, Rafa, and he gets RVK as well, and that's going to be a round for OUTSET. Another one that they'll live to tell, and a 12 to 5 scoreline going to be established just about any second now.
And there you go. OUTSET Esports are going to go ahead and put up their 5th on the board, and that is something. That is a start. Might just be seeing at the side of OUTSET Esports. We try and get themselves a round or 2 more. But hey, Force One, do they have a buy this round? I don't think so. Gonna have to settle for the sheriffs here. RVK has already got one. But I don't really like the fact that RVK, he betrayed me.
How so?
You know why I bought the Reaver Sheriff? So that me and RVK can twine together. We can just pop heads together. But he betrayed me by buying the Sentinels of Light.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, it's a pretty gun, okay? I like that. I like the Sentinels of Light.
The Sentinels of Light is a really good gun, by the way.
Yeah, it definitely is. Skargod has it though. The Reaver, you can twin with Skargod. You know, it's fun.
I don't know if Skargod wants to twine with me.
Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe, you know, you could play your odds. But Alex T is gonna play his odds of trying to be in that corner, and he's gonna get punished for it. Knight Rider, he knows there's a player around. He's gonna get a lot of damage coming his way. He almost finds Falcon, but he escapes just so. And now Falcon down to 84 HP. He has a lot of health to work with. 4 versus 4, and look at where Infinity is crawled up.
Infinity.
Oh my god, okay.
Towards RVK.
Oh
Don't
boy.
knife him. Don't
No,
knife
don't
him.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There it is. Oh, Rafa.
Spike
Swing
planted.
and not a miss. Definitely not.
Last player
Anxiety.
standing.
Okay, Rafa. Oh, this might just be the end.
Yeah,
This
it
might
is.
just be the end. It's a 3v1 and the Thrifty to come in of all things. My word. Force 1. What have you done? Cyrex in a 1v2 now. Gets 1 kill. He's got the Hunter's Fury. But so does Shivy. And I don't think they're going to be using it in this round. They want to just manage based on their gunfare. Cyrex. He's going to get another one. The timing's so very good. Scarguard also goes down. And Cyrex, the hero for the side of OUTSET Esports, is going to let them live for another round. That round, as good as Force 1 were in it, the end was just so far bad. They've been playing as a team so far, but this time, they just gave him individual 1v1s, which I don't think they should have.
Completely agree to you on that. If that individual one-on-one play wouldn't have come in from the side of Force 1 Esports, they would have had it, man. They would have definitely had it. But hey, Cyrex not going to take anything away from him. Amazing clutch coming out from this bad boy. And yeah, he's gonna keep the dream alive for the side of OUTSET Esports, and we are gonna be seeing OUTSET Esports play another round. Now, whether or not they are gonna be able to put up their 7th is gonna be the question, but Infinity has already laid a little bit of a hope for that, so he's gonna go ahead and get himself a frag. That is gonna be the Astra coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports to be going down. Got Shivy and Night Rider over towards A. Shivy's gonna use a drone, and that drone is gonna be distractful enough for the side of Alex T. And Night Rider's gonna peek on top of that, thinking that Alex T is gonna be distracted as well, but nope, he's not. Shivy's position has been revealed, and we are gonna be seeing Alex T just get taken down. Yes, he will. RVK finds Cyrex, and whereas Shivy, one bullet and Anxiety goes down. Oh no!
Shivy. This guy's an absolute beast. He eats a lot of damage. He still tries to go for the kill, but he's not going to be able to do it. But he gets enough damage on both the players. And Rafa has a chance. Rafa up on heaven. He gets spotted out, but he gets the kill. Rafa making it work. He knows that his opponent is low, but it doesn't matter. Falcon, he finds him in the air and takes his head right off. And Falcon gets another round for his team. And slowly, Force 1, they're slipping away. And I don't think they want this. And I don't think that it's going to be good for them, because this is just going to remind them of a bad time, which I don't think they want to relive. OUTSET, they've put now Force 1 again on an eco, which confirms an 8th round at the very least, unless a Thrifty comes out in their favor. We don't know what's going to happen, but we all know that Force 1 needs just one round. One round is all they need, and they need to work for it now.
RVK. He should have worked on that. If we could just find the frag on towards Alex. It's okay. It's just the sheriff. Scarguard, let's see if he can make a difference or not. He's going to be tagged. His position is going to be revealed away as well. And that is going to be enough distraction for Shivy to come out of the garages in order to get himself a frag. But how the hell is Scarguard still alive? Never mind. Say goodnight to him as he gets taken down by the Nana Swarms.
Alex? He can just go into garage and get control for his team, but he does not know where these players are. Shivy again pushing up B now, just like the rest of his teammates did. Might just get caught off guard. So there's the killjoy turret, and there it is. That's going to give away his position. Alex looking in the right direction, but Shivy is not going to aggress upon that. The A side, any second now they're going to be taking it. Shivy, aware of that fact, is going to be running in to try to defend it as much as he can. Recon goes in, does not reveal anybody's position, but he does know that there are players over here. As the plant is going to be going down any second by the hands of Cyrex. And Anxiety spots out Shivy, and in a 3v4 where the pistols are... Yeah, there it is. It's going to be 2 pistols going down. Last man standing, Night Rider. They might as well expect his flank. Anxiety was looking in the direction, but he finds a bullet at the back of his head. And now Night Rider probably just wants to save that operator of all things. Falcon hears him coming though. He wants to go for the kill, but it's going to be Cyrex to find it. 8th round on the board for the side of OUTSET. And it's getting a little scary now, Assassin. I'm getting a little nervous for Force 1.
Don't need to be scared about anything, Universe, because look at what they are wielding right now in their hands. We're going to be seeing Nitra on that operator. The rest of the gang on the Phantoms and the Vandals as well. They are pretty much decked up and ready to take on the side of OUTSET Esports for round 21. Now, yes, I understand your concern. OUTSET have stepped up and Force 1 are not able to keep up. And there was a little bit of a curse, by the way, going on for the side of Force 1 Esports as well before that. After getting 12 rounds, they were not able to close things out. Not really sure if the curse still lives or not, because it's been some time since I have casted their games, and I've seen them play as well in the Gauntlet. It's been some time, right? We're seeing Force 1 after quite some time now. Strider definitely going to go ahead and take down that drone. With that, he's also going to fall back, or at least he's going to pretend that he's fallen back. But what is actually happening is that he's again walked back in towards the lobbies and he's looking for a frag.
Oh, the timing of that cloud burst is gonna allow Anxiety to run away, but look at this. It allows even Nitro to come close and he's gonna find the kill and dash away. That's all he needed, and he runs away. The revive comes in though, but it's already hurt them quite a bit. Hunter's Fury comes in. Shivy, a little too late, my friend, but yeah, it's not gonna touch anybody. As there are 4 ultimates available on the side of OUTSET, and the recon is gonna give out a position of 1 player. Rafa finds 2. What? Rafa!
30 seconds left.
What are you doing? Behind you is where you gotta look, as Falcon takes him down, but he's done enough work for his team. 4 versus 2, and I think this might be it over here. 4 versus 1 make that Infinity. Yeah, I think this is done and dusted. Good try, OUTSET, for the side of Force 1.
Defenders win.
Finally able to close it out, and it is going to be to them to pick up the 2-0 victory over here. A clean sweep, Assassin. Pretty much what we predicted, pretty much what we expected. The second map though could have probably gone a little haywire up and downs, you know, unless Rafa would have hadn't pulled out this clutch by all himself. I mean, this peak was just brilliant. The timing was just, look at that 1, look at that 2, and look at that 3. He did not expect the 4th to be there, but he eats a bullet at the back of his head. He's going to be okay with that though, because his teammates were right there to support him, and they close it out 12-8. A scoreline that I think should have gone a little bit more better on the side of Force 1, but they're going to be okay with it. They get the victory, and let's have a look at the match highlights to see how OUTSET, they did step up quite a bit, but just not enough.
Yeah, it was not that enough for the side of OUTSET Esports, and it's completely fine. You know, at least it was not that brutal as if it was on the map of Ascent. But maybe that map of Ascent did trigger them, and it did fuel their entire fire for the map of Haven as well. But that fire wasn't enough to burn the side of Force 1 Esports. Hey, Force 1 Esports, I feel as if they had an absolutely amazing first half. I am not going to lie. The defense coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports is something that we do... the attack coming out from the side of Force 1 Esports is something that we do talk about on the map of Haven. We do talk about that defense on the map of Ascent, as I did state it out when we started off with the map of Ascent. But yeah, on the map of Haven, it's their attack that actually stands out. The side of OUTSET Esports, initially they did not expect all of these incredible lurk plays coming out from the side of RVK, but then they did try and catch up to speed with that as well. OUTSET Esports, there were moments where they shined brighter than the sun, but then there were moments that were completely filled with the darkness as well. Force 1 Esports, every single time they would go ahead and take aggressive map control, like here, as RVK and Gang did take up the entirety of Garage, C, and the B side as well. Cut out the rotations for the side of OUTSET Esports while they were trying to go in for that retake towards C. And this amazing beta switch play coming out from the side of RVK and Shivy, man. It's just something to not, you can't deny it. It's something that you can't unsee. You definitely have to talk about it. And yeah, Force 1 Esports, as far as the synergy and their coordination is concerned on the attack side, it was just brilliant. But then comes the twist where they were not able to do things when we moved in over towards the second half, where Force 1 Esports were on the defense, and they had a little bit of a problem themselves. OUTSET Esports, Their attack was pretty formidable. I'm not going to take anything away from them. There were moments where they went ahead and completely took down the side of Force for Esports, destroyed their economy. But the side of Force for Esports, they somehow were able to bring it to a very close one, and they were able to close things out as well. So that is something that you are going to be seeing from the side of Force for Esports as well throughout these highlights. But overall, it was a pretty defaultish play coming out from the side of OUTSET Esports. You wouldn't see any interesting or creative plays coming out from them, right? Force for Esports, on the other hand, they were creative every single round, especially on their attack. They used to, take aggressive map control in and around the map in a creative way. Every single round was a different take coming out from the side of Force for Esports, and that is the reason why they had that sheer brilliance coming out from the side of Force One on that attack as well. You can look at the scoreboard and you would see Rafa had 22 kills, even being on that sky. Nitride had 23 kills. Chivi had 15, RVK had 11, and Skargod had 10 as well. Even though Skargod had only 10 kills, all 10 of these kills were very impactful, right? Every single kill that he took somehow laid the victory for the side of Force One Esports in that particular round. That is something you can't take away from the side of Force One. OUTSET Esports, nice try though, guys. It was a really good match coming out on the map of Haven, but I feel as if the side of OUTSET need to do a little bit more brushing, a little bit more sharpening, and they might just be able to go ahead and grab themselves more and more victories as well.
Yeah, indeed. And we're just going to have a look at what this is going to be resulting in the group standings, as we're going to see Force One move up and about, and they are definitely going to be on top of this leaderboard. There it is. They've got those 7 points that they've got, in terms of one loss, which could have been an 8 if at all they had not lost. And you can see that OUTSET down right in the red zone. They have got one win, but just not enough. They need to make work happen. They need to make magic happen. And if FS win another map, or another match for that matter, OUTSET are going to be in big trouble, because they need to win a match to move ahead. And they've just got 3 remaining Assassin. And I don't think that they've faced off the side of Team Global Esports or the side of EXO yet.
Yeah, so most probably out of these 3 games, you're going to be seeing EXO and Global going up against the side of OUTSET Esports. So the chances of OUTSET Esports to go ahead and qualify for the playoffs looks a little bit bleak. But it's okay. That is for later. Now, we are going to celebrate the victory coming out from the side of Force One Esports, as they're going to be at the top of the table as well. So congratulations, Force One Esports, once again. Round of applause for you guys as well for going ahead and getting that clean victory. But don't let this get ahead of you. Please keep on practicing. Please keep on grinding, because more impactful games, more challenging games are yet to come. And with that, we're going to be jumping straight in towards today's matchup. So take a quick look at what exactly are we to expect for the second half of the day. And it's going to be the match between Team Valorant and Team Cohesion, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And also hit the bell notification icon to not miss another update whenever we go live. That is especially at 8 p.m. IST today with the match between Valor and Cohesion. That is going to be a very close affair. And we believe, just like how Team Valor beat down the side of Global Esports, we're expecting them to do the same against the side of Cohesion as well. That is a speculation, of course. Team Cohesion might just go ahead and take it away as well. You never really know. So in order to find out, don't forget to tune in at 8 p.m. for that match as well. Also, please do go ahead and down in the description below, you'll find links to our sponsors' products. That's right, LG Ultragear, WD Black, and AMD Ryzen Radeon. Don't forget to check them out, because they've got some amazing deals for you guys for your next big upgrade. While you're at that, also go ahead and get yourselves a can of Red Bull or 2 using the QR code that is going to be popping up on the caster's desk as well. But yeah, with that was pretty much it for the first match of the day, Universe. We are going to be seeing you guys with the second half of the day at 8 p.m. IST. Until then, you guys were watching the LG Ultragear TEC Gauntlet Season 2 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. Me and Universe are going to go now. We're going to come back at 8 p.m. Until then, have a great day ahead. See you guys later.